Yet another sequel to a decades-old franchise that no one asked for. Yay! So Terminator Dark Fate is the latest film in the Terminator franchise, and to be honest, I don't even know why this isn't even a franchise. Much like the word fetch, it's just not gonna happen.
Stop trying to make
Terminator
it happen. It's not going to happen.
The Terminator story was neatly tied up after the first two movies, both classic films, and then they made 3 sequels that no one even gave a shit about. And now here we go again with basically a remake with the original characters, if you will, of the original Terminator. You got Sarah Connor, you got Arnold back, and you got a bunch of other people, and alright, let's get through this. So, Terminator Dark Fate takes place after the happenings of T2, and it basically erases the existence of T3, T4, whatever it was called, Salvation, and T5, Genesis, whatever. So those films don't exist anymore. It's just T1, T2, and now Dark Fate. Our favorite female heroine, Sarah Connor, is still alive and living in present day. But now there's another female character who needs to be saved from a Terminator from the future. And much like the first film, a human is sent back to save this female character from that Terminator. But now being 2019, everything's got to be ramped up a little bit, so the human who has now come back is enhanced, making her part machine, part human. And then, of course, you have your Arnold appearance, which is not a spoiler. He's in all the trailers. And quite honestly, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Linda Hamilton are the best parts of this movie. Of course, a lot of it is credited to nostalgia, having been through so much with these two characters in the first 2 Terminator films. And it kind of gives you a closure to their characters and the past 30 years or so, sandwiching that time span with these 2 movies. Linda Hamilton is great. She's actually my favorite part of this movie. It's nice to see her still badass and battle weary and just still killing Terminators for a living. And she is the best part of this film easily. Arnold, yeah, I dug him. You know, they tried to humanize his Terminator character a little bit. He's a guy named Carl now, living in the boonies of the forest, and he's a drape salesman, I believe. They're trying to live a normal life. So yeah, they were the best part of the film by far, and it's because you're familiar with these characters, you've grown up with these characters, you know these characters, so yeah, there's a nice sense of nostalgia when they're on screen together. As for all of the new characters, none of them really clicked with me. So let's talk about the new human savior who comes back. I forget her name, this really tall lady. She's the enhanced human, so she's kind of playing the Michael Biehn character for the first movie. But man, I don't get her character. She's a enhanced human, so she has some mechanical parts within her to make her really strong and quick. But she has this condition where she runs out of energy real quick, and she needs to have this booster shot like every half an hour or something. I'm like, if you're gonna send somebody back to save the future of humanity, wouldn't you send someone back who's like probably your baddest, your strongest, you know, greatest warrior? You're gonna send somebody back with basically a diabetic problem who's needing to get insulin shots every half an hour? I mean, I didn't really understand that purpose of that character. I'm like, why? I don't get it. You want to save humanity, you're gonna send your most badass warrior back, but not someone who's just needs to get a shot every hour or so. Yeah, so I didn't get that part of it, so that kind of bugged me. And then the new Sarah Connor, if you will, is this young Mexican girl, and she is gonna be the new savior for humanity in the future, much like Sarah Connor was in the first movie. And she really annoyed the hell out of me, to be honest. Much like Sarah Connor in the first movie, she doesn't really know anything. She can't believe that she's gonna be this great warrior, so she plays really weak in the beginning, and over the length of the movie she becomes stronger and more of a warrior. But I just didn't buy it. She has this really like kind of supposed to be dramatic moments where she's like, we're taking a stand, I'm tired of running, we're gonna kill that Terminator. I'm like, I just kind of ended up laughing because her whole delivery was just so unconvincing. I just didn't buy it. So yeah, she just really bugged me. And then the new Terminator, You see, in Terminator 1, Arnold Schwarzenegger was this huge, hulking, intimidating presence. This guy, man, you just saw him like, holy shit, this guy's fucking huge. He's gonna kick my ass. And then Terminator 2, you had Robert Patrick, who was like sleek, fast, and relentless. And you know, he just kept running after you. And you're scared as shit as this guy too.
Have you seen this boy?
With this new Terminator, I mean, he kind of looks like your accountant would look like. The technology is cool, I'll get the movie that, where he has that Terminator metal skeleton, and then he has a Terminator 2 nanobot kind of thing where he can kind of morph his body, so he can kind of turn into two Terminators. So that was pretty cool and an upgrade over the previous films. But the guy who played him, didn't really seem too scary to me. I wasn't really afraid of him, that he was coming after them. I was like, no biggie. So yeah, just the new characters just didn't work for me. And overall, it just kind of got me thinking, what is the point of this movie besides to make a buck for the studio? And there really is none. This movie, it tries to be like a remake of the original film using the same storylines and with some of the original characters. So it's kind of like The Force Awakens, if you will, in that sense, where it tries to bring you that nostalgia factor from the beloved original film, but bringing it in with new characters. And whereas The Force Awakens was a refreshing retelling, I thought so anyway, Terminator Dark Fate just seems like a waste of everybody's time and money. The action scenes were passable. A lot of it takes place during the night, so it's hard to see what's going on a lot of times, and I really was annoyed by that as well. So yeah, this film just didn't really do anything for me. So I don't know. Hear me now, believe me later. This film is just not worth your trip to the theater or your 15 bucks for the ticket. You can easily wait for it and watch it on streaming or on DVD if you still have a DVD player. So for me, Terminator Dark Fate gets a 5 out of 10. Thanks so much for watching my review. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, MC on Film, for more reviews in the future.